What if sex education didn't start with a classroom or a conversation, but with a diaper change, a whisper, and the way we say, "You are safe here," to a baby who cannot yet speak? At Seeds of Tomorrow, we believe the earliest moments of care carry the loudest messages. And from infancy to age 2, every gentle gesture plants the seeds of trust, self-worth, and body wisdom. Nurturing body wisdom from the very beginning. When we hear the words sex education, we often imagine awkward conversations with preteens or adolescents filled with confusion and curiosity. But in truth, sex education begins long before a child understands the concept of sex. It begins in infancy, through how we speak about the body, respond to emotions, and teach the meaning of safety and trust. From birth to age 2, children begin developing a relationship with their bodies, their caregivers, and the physical world around them. Every diaper change, bath time, hug, and whispered word teaches a lesson, not just about care, but about respect, comfort, boundaries, and identity. Sex education during this stage isn't about explicit information. It's about emotional literacy, body autonomy, and laying the seeds for a lifetime of confidence, safety, and self-respect. Why is this early stage so important? Because this is when children are learning what touch feels like when it's kind, gentle, and predictable. Discovering that their body belongs to them, not anyone else. Absorbing emotional cues, how adults respond when they cry, resist, or need space. Watching how caregivers name body parts. Do we use correct terms? Do we speak with shame or pride? Beginning to understand boundaries, even if they can't yet express them. These first years are not a time for facts. They're a time for a foundation, and that foundation affects everything. How a child says no, how they seek comfort, how they recognize safe versus unsafe behavior, how they later build friendships and intimacy. What can parents do? The most powerful sex education tools in this stage are words, kind, clear language for body parts and emotions, consistency, predictable routines that build trust, respect, asking for permission even during care, cease, safety, teaching that the body is private and valuable, listening, responding to discomfort without shaming curiosity. Sex education at this age means showing children they are safe, whole, and respected, even before they can speak. Because when that message is planted early, it grows into powerful, lifelong beliefs. Sex education in infancy, building trust through everyday care. Sex education at this stage isn't about teaching facts. It's about laying the emotional and physical foundation for how a child will understand their body, relationships, and boundaries as they grow. Infants are absorbing a world through touch, tone, and routine. Every diaper change, cuddle, and bath time is a lesson in body autonomy, safety, and love. Key principles for infants, 0 to 12 months. Use correct anatomical terms. Say penis, vulva, bottom, just like you say nose or elbow. This normalizes the body and removes shame. It also helps children communicate clearly later if something feels wrong. Narrate care with respect. During diaper changes or baths, speak gently and clearly. I'm going to clean your vulva now. This teaches that their body deserves explanation and respect. Model consent through routine. Even if babies can't speak, they understand tone and rhythm. Say things like, "Can I pick you up? I'm going to wipe your bottom now." This builds early awareness of bodily boundaries. Respond to body exploration without shame. Babies may touch their genitals during diaper changes. This is normal. Avoid reacting with surprise or disapproval. Instead, gently redirect if needed, or simply allow it during private moments. Celebrate their wholeness. Use affirming language. You are strong, soft, and perfect just as you are. This builds body confidence and emotional security. What babies learn through you. Even before they speak, babies are learning what touch feels like when it's safe and loving, whether their body is treated with dignity, how adults respond to their discomfort or resistance, whether curiosity is met with kindness or shame. These lessons shape how they will later learn freedom, say no, seek help, trust their instincts, form healthy relationships. During a diaper change, a parent says, "I'm going to clean your penis now. You're safe. I'll be gentle." The baby hears calm tone, feels gentle touch, and begins to associate care with respect, not surprise or discomfort. This moment, though simple, is a powerful form of sex education. Sex education in infancy is not about information. It's about emotional imprinting, teaching that the body is good, safe, and worthy of care. When we speak with kindness, touch with respect, and respond with presence, we're not just raising a baby, we're raising a future adult who knows their worth. Sex education for toddlers, 1 to 2 years old, teaching boundaries, autonomy, and emotional safety. Between ages 1 and 2, children begin to walk, talk, and assert their independence. This is a powerful window to introduce body autonomy, consent, and emotional awareness, not through lectures, but through everyday interactions filled with respect and warmth. Sex education at this stage is not about sexual behavior. It's about helping toddlers understand that their body is theirs, that they can say no, and that curiosity is natural, not shameful. Key foundations for toddlers, 12 to 24 months. Teach body ownership. Use phrases like, "Your body belongs to you. You can say no if you don't want a hug." This helps toddlers begin to understand boundaries and personal space. Introduce consent through daily routines. Ask before touching or helping. "Can I help you take off your pants? Is it okay if I wipe your bottom?" Even if they can't answer yet, this models respectful behavior. Use correct anatomical terms. Say penis, vulva, bottom, etc., just like nose or ear. This helps normalize body parts and prepares them to speak clearly if something feels wrong. Respect their no. If your toddler resists a hug or diaper change, acknowledge it. "You don't want a hug right now. That's okay." This teaches that their feelings matter and that no is a valid response. Normalize curiosity. Toddlers may touch their genitals during diaper changes or play. This is developmentally normal. Respond calmly. "That's your vulva. It's part of your body. We touch our private parts in private." Avoid shaming or scolding. Curiosity is not misbehavior. Emotional lessons toddlers absorb. Even without full language, toddlers are learning whether their body is treated with dignity, if adults respect their boundaries, how to express discomfort or curiosity, whether emotions are met with kindness or control. These lessons shape how they'll later say no with confidence, seek help when something feels wrong, trust their instincts, build respectful relationships. A toddler resists being picked up. Instead of forcing it, the caregiver says, "You don't want to be picked up right now. I'll wait until you're ready." This moment teaches body autonomy, emotional regulation, that their no is heard and honored. Sex education for toddlers is about planting seeds of trust, safety, and self-worth. When we speak with respect, respond with patience, and honor their boundaries, we're not just raising toddlers, we're raising future adults who know how to protect themselves, express their needs, and build healthy relationships. Every diaper change, every cuddle, every no is a chance to teach love and respect. Final reflection. Respect begins at birth. A legacy we build with our hands and words. From the very beginning, from the soft cradle of infancy to the adventurous steps of toddlerhood, children are absorbing a message that will echo throughout their lives. Is my body respected? Can I say no and be heard? Does touch feel safe, kind, and wanted? Sex education between birth and 2 isn't about explaining reproductive systems. It's about laying the groundwork for emotional safety, bodily autonomy, and healthy relationships through how we speak, touch, and respond. Everyday moments that build lifelong beliefs. Think of these simple, everyday acts. A diaper change narrated gently. I'm going to wipe you now, I'll be gentle. A toddler who says no to a hug and is respected. A caregiver who uses correct anatomical terms instead of euphemisms. A curious toddler who touches their genitals and is met with calm, not shame. A bath time where care is offered with warmth, not rushed or forced. These moments may seem small, but to the child they speak volumes. You matter. Your body is yours. Curiosity is okay. Boundaries are real, and they will be honored. This is sex education. Not a lesson plan, not a speech, but a way of being with a child, a culture of care, respect, and trust. The caregiver's role, holding a future with gentle hands. The way we care for children in their first 2 years teaches them whether their body is a source of shame or pride, whether their emotions are safe to express, whether adults are allies or authorities. These teachings don't just shape childhood, they ripple through adolescence and adulthood. They define how a person will communicate, protect themselves, and form relationships. So when we approach even the smallest tasks, like picking up a toddler, drying them after a bath, or soothing a cry with empathy and permission, we're not just parenting, we're building a legacy. A legacy of children who feel safe in their skin, brave in their boundaries, kind in their curiosity, loved without condition. Sex education from birth to 2 is not about what the child understands yet, it's about what they feel. And a child feels safe, seen, and respected in their body. They grow up knowing one of the most powerful truths. I am whole, I am worthy, my body is mine. That truth stays with them through every stage of life. At Seeds of Tomorrow, we believe that sex education begins not with information, but with kindness. With the gentle words we choose, the boundaries we respect, and the love we offer from the very start of life. From infancy to age 2, every cuddle, diaper change, and whispered reassurance becomes part of a child's emotional foundation. A foundation built on trust, safety, and self-worth. If you found these reflections valuable, we invite you to follow and subscribe for more heart-led parenting insights. Together, let's raise children who know their bodies are theirs, their voices matter, and their curiosity is always met with compassion. See you in the next video, where the seeds of tomorrow keep blooming today.